the content of the course, and of course applying things continuously in the workplace, I think that we are able to use it quite quickly in a number of ways. One would be to use some of the existing tools like Workday, where we can actually add a number of the competencies that we want to carry forward and make sure that the people who comes into our area, that they adhere to those competencies. It also gives us as consultants the opportunity to actually look back, reflect, and make sure that as we continue on our journey, that those things are applied consistently in the workplace. The other would be also in Workday to ask for honest feedback from our peers, from people that we interact with internally to complete our tasks. In that way, they also keep us honest and make sure that there's no unnecessary blind spots. Another way that I think we can keep this continuance alive is by making sure that we do client surveys at the end of projects, to also then reflect back and make sure that in terms of what we have set out to do now, that we actually continue to keep that alive.
So what I found is working as a professional service consultant, we all sort of struggle with the same issues, but figuring out that people in other teams are dealing with those same issues gives you a bit more insight into what this position is all about, and from that you figure out that you can sort of work through those issues to come to the best sort of result.
We can, as the management team, spend more time talking to PS consultants, learning about their difficult situations, the challenges they face, and maybe learning from one another. And if we could do that, we could maybe install a best practice that our clients will then see in the service that we deliver to them.
Well, it's a complicated question, I think. I think we've obviously learned a lot of things regarding the application of the Oz principle. I think one thing that I've noticed is amongst everybody in the consulting group is, you often hear being below the line or being above the line, and it really comes down to having the right attitude. And I suppose it's difficult to say in practical terms what sort of effect that has had. But in my experience, I found that one thing that really did help a lot was learning together as part of a group has really brought the consultants together a lot more. And I think maybe an unexpected benefit has been that we've actually learned to work together a lot better, and maybe that's one of the core things that I think we were actually aiming for, because sort of being part of FIS is being part of a team, and I found that the consultants, we all work a lot closer together now because of that. So maybe that's an indirect consequence of it, but I think it's a very positive one, and I think that's something I'm the most grateful for.
Right, from my perspective, and just in terms of how I've gone about with my consulting course, my consulting as a profession, I think in the past what I did was I didn't really take clients didn't understand them too well. So what I've learned on this, the course that we've done, I've learned how to have that critical conversation with that client and think more, listen more to what they have to say. So in terms of what's different from last year to this year, I've learned how to listen to the client, understand their needs, and then with a clear mind, answer based on what they have asked. and no fluff anywhere.
What I gained from working with my colleagues during the course is that I realized we're all in the same boat and we face similar problems. And I know if I have an issue, I can go to one of them and just ask them for ideas, and maybe they've come across the same problem before. So it was good to work with them.
I guess the shift in behavior that I see is that there's a willingness and an input from global in terms of supporting our local office in terms of the technical queries that we have. And it's great because in the process we are also getting training, we are getting involved in other projects as well. Yeah, so
I've seen FIS consultants behaving with more self-awareness. I've seen them paying attention to how their behavior, their words, their actions impact others. So many a time I've noticed that people are using different ways in which to react to situations so that they receive a better outcome, especially in difficult situations.
Moving into 2018, what I would like to see is to be able to find the link between innovation and diversity. So what should we be doing? We should be thinking differently. We should be building relationships with a diverse network community where people are different from us and from our business unit colleagues. Okay, we need to start creating solutions, trusting solutions. We need to also believe in taking challenges. As a peers group, the teams are reluctant to take challenges simply because they believe there is a consequences on them. So working in this organization, we need to start empowering our teams to be able to take the challenge, to take the risk, and to understand that we are all going in the same direction. And by that I mean, what we really need to do is change the approach in the way we do consulting and also selling to our clients. We need to ask ourselves the question that why should a customer buy our products and solutions? Why should they invest in FIS? And that question has been posed to me very, very often by our clients. We simply go in and talk to them about our products from an FIS perspective. We are best of breed. We have locations all over the world. We are a trusted partner. We have regional teams. We follow the 24/7 clock. Okay. What we have found and the feedback we've got from our clients is that that's not what they want. That is not our differentiating factor to our competitors. Everyone has the same song that they're singing. What we need to do is to actually share our beliefs, our values, which we do, okay. From a sales perspective, that's the first presentation that we do. We share our values, but we need to continuously share that belief and the values and our common goals as an organization, and also our goals in terms of understanding our business unit across board. And together with that, regularly demonstrate to our client what we are doing as an organization to invest in our people from a cross-skilling and a training perspective. That is what I believe we should be promoting in 2018 to our clients. That